I want to create something new and different for this channel, and that is to create art. Hi, welcome to my first drawing video. This is going to be the first of hopefully many drawings to come, and I want to start off with drawing our Lord Jesus Christ. First of all, I apologize for the camera blur throughout the video. This is kind of a rookie mistake for not setting the camera on manual focus. Because I have the camera on automatic focus, every time that I move my hand towards the center of the drawing, the camera tends to want to focus on that area. So anytime that I move away, then it focuses back on the drawing. When my hand moves back into the center, it focuses on the hand, so it blurs out. I like to start off any drawing with a general shape. So in this case, I start off with an oval shape to define where the face is gonna be. And then from there, I started putting in the outline of the shape from the outside to the basic proportion of the face. To me, the most important part of the drawing is not how realistic it looks. Of course, that's important, but it's not the most important part in a drawing. In my opinion, the most important part of the drawing is to get the basic shapes correct. And what I mean by that is the proportion. You want to make sure that the face looks natural, that the eye is in the correct position, the nose and the mouth is in the correct position. That's why it's good to start off with a very light sketch, and after you've determined that that is the correct location, then you can go back and outline it darker than doing the shading. So I would say that at the beginning stages of the drawing, it would be the hardest part, because you have to figure out the basic proportion, the relative position of each line. Drawing for me is a very fun process. Not only that it is very satisfying to see the end result, but the process itself is very satisfying. It's very calming to sit down and draw and just not focus on anything else. During this process, you have the ability to let your mind wanders, and you can listen to anything or you can watch anything, and your hand can basically just coordinate with your brain to draw exactly what you want. And that's kind of an interesting part. As you can see, the drawing progresses relatively quickly. Once you have the basic shapes in place, you can start putting in darker lines and start shading. Now, of course, with every drawing, you want to start off slow, but then after that, it can progressively move relatively fast. I like to shade using the line method, so it looks more like the old master's way of sketching. Of course, drawing takes a lot of practice. It doesn't matter how well you shade it or it doesn't matter how well the features you draw or the details you draw, but if the proportions are off, then basically it will invalidate the whole drawing. So it's extremely important to get the proportion right and to get all the facial features in place. Now obviously the most important part about portrait drawing or painting will be the likeness. For me, the most important part of the drawing of the portrait will be the eyes. When you look at someone, the first thing that you probably want to look at will be the eyes. That's going to be the most interesting feature, and that's how you will interact most people, by starting with eye contact. And so they say the eye is the window to the soul. And if you can capture the eye correctly, then it will be captivating for the audience to look at, because the eye captures a lot of things. The eye expression will give the clue of how they're feeling. You definitely want to capture not just the details of the eyes, but also capturing that feeling, that emotion, that connection, or the expression. For this drawing, it's based on the theme of Christ's crucifixion, and presumably this is the time when he is hung on the cross, and you can see his facial expression, the immense sadness, yet there's still calm and peace about him. Once I have the detail of the eyes laid out, everything else is just secondary, especially the non-facial features. The hair can be loose and free. The crown of thorns is there to indicate that he is the king of the world. Now, the significance of this drawing surrounds the theme of Christ's death and love for humanity. Obviously, his love comes from the redemption for the world, the redemption for humankind. In the state of the world today, we need to be reminded of this love, and this is the message of hope for everyone, so that we can always focus on him and not of this world. When you see his expression, you can see of his total surrender to the will of God the Father, and he's totally at peace, even though he is very much in pain, yet that pain translates to his ultimate love for the world. So hopefully, when you look at this drawing, you will also experience the peace in your heart. I hope you enjoy this drawing, and I'll see you in the next drawing. Thank you.